Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How have you guys been? Interact more in the comment section. Let me know how you guys are. And so guys, today I'm here with
Merit, and I'm glad to be here.
Alright, so today we'll be reacting to our dogs, Haram. Okay, let's get right into it, shall we?
Yeah.
Can we keep dog as a pet or for security reasons? As a pet, it is totally prohibited. The Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, that angels do not enter a house where there's a portrait, a statue, or a dog. And he said that whoever keeps a dog other than a dog of a shepherd dog or a dog for hunting or guarding, then each day out of his own good deeds, Allah will erase and deduct the weight of Mount Uhud of good deeds, of hasanat. A relative actually, who has a chihuahua in his house. And so many times our relatives tried to give him advice and he said, oh, it's cute, it's lovely, it's this, it's that. So I said to him, listen, do you have enough good deeds every single day that would equal Mount Uhud in hasanat? He said, not even 1/10 of that. I said to him, then in this case, you're in debt. Because every day this is being erased and deducted from your good deeds. And this, my friend, means that you're in real deep trouble. So this is not permissible. Now, for security reasons, this is permissible, providing that these reasons are legitimate. So again, keeping a chihuahua in your house is not for security reasons. It can be eaten by cat. So if you have a German Shepherd, a Doberman, something that is really vicious, and there is a need for it, that you are in a really disturbed environment or a neighborhood, that you fear for your life, and without that they will not be deterred from breaking into your house. This seems to be permissible, providing that you keep the dog outside the house and not allowing it to enter the house, and Allah knows best.
Yeah, so most people get the impression that Muslims somehow have something against dogs. So we need to go back and see where this comes from. First, we look at the Quran to see if the Quran says anything about dogs, and then we go to the traditions and we put everything together. Well, the Quran actually doesn't say anything negative about dogs. In fact, there is something positive, because in the story of the youth who hid in the cave in the 18th chapter of the Quran, the 18th chapter, we have it that they had a companion, a dog. And many commentators say that this dog will also be in paradise. Now we know that nothing impure or unclean will be in paradise, but this dog will be there. So some will say, okay, well, God will make this dog pure, so it'll be in paradise. But nevertheless, the Quran does not show anything negative about the dog and doesn't show that the dog is impure. On the other hand, there is actually a mention in the Quran that the food that is procured for Muslims by means of their hunting animals is permissible to eat. This is specifically mentioned in the 4th verse of the 5th chapter of the Quran. And among the hunting animals, there were dogs at the time. So it is well known that the dog would go hunt the animal, or at least retrieve the animal that may have been killed by a spear or arrow. The dog would go retrieve it and bring it. So the dog comes with the animal in its mouth. Something, the saliva of the dog is impure, but this seems to speak against that, because obviously the saliva of the dog gets mingled with the meat which it brings to its master. So from the Quranic perspective, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with dogs, and dogs may be good hunting animals, and the meat that they bring in their mouths are good for Muslims to eat, obviously after washing and so on, as we would treat any other meat. So where does this idea come from that dogs are somehow impure? Well, it could be that at the time there were some dogs which were rabid, and the best way of dealing with that situation to protect the population was to euthanize some dogs. And as people remembered the tradition, they just remembered that dogs were euthanized without remembering the reason behind it. So it's not mentioned that the dogs were rabid, but that would be a good reason why dogs were euthanized. Otherwise, there'd be no good reason. There doesn't seem to be anything fundamentally wrong with dogs per se. And that's why obviously exception was made for the hunting dog and the guard dog and and so on.
We should be very kind to all living creatures. في كل كبد رطبة أجر. There is a reward in everything that is living, everything that has a liver. Subhanallah. There is a narration of the Prophet ﷺ wherein he speaks about someone who was kind to a dog and earned the forgiveness of Allah as a result. And there are certain restrictions when it comes to our relation with the dog. But at the same time, it was the case in order to prove to us that we should never be unkind to any animal, no matter what it is.
Okay. What do you think about this?
Well, the video just brought back memories because I think as at 2021, I bought dogs, I think 2 dogs to my house, and well, I never knew Muslims don't like dog or they don't keep dog as pets. So my landlord was like, he's not in support of it, he don't like dog in his house and this and this. So I had to send the dogs away, even if I was angry. I was like, it hurt me because this dog, they were with me for like months before I had to let them go. So then I did not see any reason why he said that, but I never knew it was against their belief to do that. At least now I know the reason why.
Yeah.
But still, I also like the fact that towards the ending of the video, they explain themselves because dogs are animals and they deserve to be treated with love,
And
same way
kindness.
you treat other animals. Because I've seen a whole lot of Muslims, like their love for cows, how they buy them at tender age, train them. I mean, they don't train them anyway. They nurture them till they are old enough to be sold. So I feel like, yes, even if they are doing that as a means of making money, it's still cool, you see. But I don't know. I don't see any issue wrong with dog, because my religion did not say anything about dog. And still, I don't think they said anything against any animal because we are all allowed to eat so long as there is blood in it. I think there's a part that they made mention of fish without gills or something. They said we should desist from it. So I think people were complaining about catfish, that we should not eat catfish because they don't have
gills.
Is it fins or so? I don't know. But
they don't have it. True.
yes, so he said we should not eat. So I don't know if, because I eat everything apart from cats. You see, I eat everything. So long as it's food and I won't die, from it, I'll eat it. And well, based on what he said we should treat all animals with love.
Kindness, yeah.
I still don't get it because we are animals too, and we survive by eating them. You see, so I don't know. Should we pet them before killing them, or we should kill them in a way that pleases God? I don't know how the love, because majority of us we feed on animals and plants. That is what we rely on, for our survival. So if they say we should treat them with love, with care, because I've seen what people use in hunting these animals down, and they hunt them because that is how it has always been since the generation of man, or since we came into existence. That is, we have been feeding on plants and animal. So what I just want to know is there a particular way that we should treat this animal, we should train? Because I've seen people spending their money on poultry. You see, they buy these birds, they train them, and they keep on producing for them. At the end of the day, they kill them and they eat. So we feed them and we kill them. So that is how the circle has always been. So I don't know the way he said we should. Is there a particular nice way? Because he said God even forgave someone because of how he treated his dog.
Yeah.
So I'm just asking a neutral question. Is there a particular way we would have to do it, or we should kill them without inflicting pain? Killing them alone is inflicting pain on them. So I don't know if there is a nicer way to go about it.
Well, I feel like they mostly concentrated on the tradition part that he said.
Okay.
You see, he was explaining it based on the Quran and then the tradition. Based on the Quran, there's nothing wrong with it. But then based on tradition, it's like they are following something which they don't really know the reason why it started. And he just gave an assumption that maybe the dogs were rabid and then they had to euthanize them and all that. So that's why they said they should keep away from the dogs and all that. But then from the Quran, there's nothing that says that you should like not
Yeah.
not be around them or that. But then they are saying they shouldn't keep them as pets, but then they can keep them as guard. So maybe if you had brought them to your house as guards, your landlord would have accepted them. But since you were going to keep them as pets, you see.
Oh, seriously speaking, I was angry. Like I was really really upset because when I came new, we did not sign any agreement on
About
pets.
dogs.
Yeah, no, I mean pets in general.
Pets
Because I
in
think
general,
after that I
okay.
bought rabbit and he was like, no.
He wasn't okay with the
It
rabbits
wasn't
too.
okay. I kept it outside. Not even. I kept it in my house before. Then I kept it outside. He was like, okay, I should not keep it outside. I can keep it in my house. I was like, okay. It's like you don't want pet at all. So I just wanted peace to reign. So I took the rabbit out. So now I am no longer, keeping any animal around because I don't want any
Issue,
But I don't know
yeah.
why they don't like pig too, because even in the Bible, Jesus cast out, I think, was he madness from someone, then placed it in the pig. So I don't know their reason why they don't eat pig. But like I said
think
before,
they said it's impure
is it-
because
okay.
of how what pigs feed on.
Okay. Oh, but I've seen people that
Bred them.
yes, and they keep them in a very nice environment. So, but I've not seen a Muslim person eating pig before, and well,
I think some of them go out of their way to still eat it.
seriously, it's nice. I'm not asking you to try
Try
it.
it.
I've eaten it and I don't see any issue with it. And well, I'm open. I like I said before, I eat all animals, and well, even if I don't kill them, but at least I pay for them. So I don't know if I don't know. Let's just say
Alright guys, let us know what you think about this video in the comment section. Can like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video as many times as you can. And we'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye.